Good morning, students. This is the part 4 of our chapter number 9, Living Organisms, Characteristics and Habitat. The homework was to read page number 83 and 84. A journey through different habitats. First, we are seeing about the terrestrial habitats. In that, the first one is deserts. Deserts means, where there is less water, the climate is very hot in daytime and very cold at night. There is always scarcity of water. We discussed the abiotic factors of a desert and the adaptations in camels, right? What about other animals and plants that are found in desert? How are they adjusted to the climate of a desert? That is called their adaptation, right? So there are desert animals like rats and snakes, which do not have long legs that a camel has. So what do? To stay away from the intense heat during the day, they stay in burrow deeps in the sand. How do they stay? They make a burrow, hole जैसा बनाते हैं एकदम deep under the soil so that they can be protected from the heat, very heat that is there in the daytime, right? They come out during the night only when the atmosphere is cool. So this is their adaptation to survive in desert. What about plants? You have seen what type of plants are there in desert. Cactus and all that plants which require very less water. That plants which require very less water. Right? They also do less transpiration so that the water is not wasted during their transpiration. क्योंकि उन्हें पानी बहुत कम मिलता है तो वो उसको प्रिजर्व करके रखते हैं. Another thing, their roots are very very deep so that they can get water from deep in soil, right? So to understand this, activity 3 is given for you. You can see that desert plants lose very little water through transpiration. The leaves in the desert plants are either absent, very small, or they are in the form of spines. Mostly देखा होगा आपने डेजर्ट के प्लांट से उसमें लीव्स या तो नहीं होते हैं या तो बहुत छोटे होते हैं और दे आर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्पाइंस, कांटे वाले होते हैं. This helps in reducing loss of water from the leaves through transpiration, right? इसीलिए वो ट्रांसपिरेशन में लेस वाटर है वो रिड्यूस करते हैं क्योंकि वो कांटे होते हैं उनके हॉल में, so the water is not reduced from that. The leaf-like structure you see in a cactus is in fact its stem. This is the stem of a plant. This is not the leaf. These are the stem, you can say. This is a cactus plant. So this is the stem of a plant. Photosynthesis in these plants is usually carried out by the stem. In this type of desert plants, instead of leaf, the photosynthesis is carried by the stem, right? The stem is also covered with a thick waxy layer which helps to retain water in the tissues of cacti. The stem is also covered with a thick waxy layer which helps them to retain water. Most desert plants have roots that go very deep into the soil for absorbing water. I just now told you that the roots of desert plants are very deep inside the soil so that they can absorb water. Okay, so this was about the desert region. Now the mountain region. These habitats are normally very cold and windy. In some areas, snowfall may also take place in winter. There is a large variety of plants and animals living in the mountain regions. What type of plants and animals are there in the mountain region? Have you noticed any similarity between the plants in the mountain region? You can see these are the trees in the mountain region. How are they shaped? How are they adapted to the conditions in their habitat? So these trees are normally cone-shaped and have sloping branches. What type of trees are there? They are cone-shaped, pointed from upwards and broad from the down, and have sloping branches so that the snowfall which occurs that can be easily get rid of from their branches. The leaves of some trees are needle-like. This helps the rainwater and snow to slide off easily. There could be trees with shapes very different from this that are also present on mountains. They may have different kind of adaptations to survive on the mountains. So this was about the trees in the mountain region. Now the animals. How are they adapted to the conditions of mountain regions? They have thick skin or fur to protect them from cold. So animals of the mountain region mostly have thick skin or fur which protect them from cold. For example, yaks have long hair to keep them warm. Snow leopard has thick fur on its body. So this protects them from cold. The mountain goat has strong hooves for running up the rocky slopes of the mountain. So these are the adaptations of different animals of mountain region. Now the homework is you have to read the grasslands and also some aquatic habitats like oceans, ponds and lakes. So this is your homework. Okay, thank you.